I'm not letting you Neanderthals in to rape my company. Ever. Look, Daddy's boy.
Kendall was about to be announced as his father's successor at Waystar Royco, a publicly traded multi-billion-dollar firm that is involved in media, parks, cruises, movie production studios, and a lot more. It is majorly owned by the Roy family. However, his father Logan Roy changed his mind.
Are a fucking nobody.
And the reason is because of this guy, Lawrence. Ken is trying to buy an innovative media company, Volter, created by Lawrence. But Lawrence does not want to sell. He refuses everything Ken wants to give him, even insults him in the process. Their interaction goes public, which reflects negatively to the firm which Ken represents. It shows how weak Kendall could be as the next leader of the firm. That's why Logan changed his mind in announcing his retirement and naming his son as his successor. Even with all that noise about Kendall and Lawrence, Ken instantly becoming a joke at Wall Street, Ken manages to stay focused. He figures out another way how to acquire Volter within the day, while the wounds from the insults he got from Lawrence was still fresh. After everything he endured, Ken still outsmarted Lawrence. At the meeting, Lawrence clearly got owned. He was outplayed by Ken. When things seems to go Kendall's way, suddenly, news of Logan Roy rushed to a hospital reached Lawrence. Logan's condition affects his firm, which affects Ken's forceful acquisition on Volter that Lawrence can use as leverage to screw with Ken. Now, Waystar Royco is in trouble. They need to name an acting chairman and CEO immediately.
The markets are going to want to know who's behind the wheel. We need to control the narrative.
To protect their stock price, keep investors happy, and avoid a disaster. Ken is a logical choice. However, his siblings does make a valid point. His announcement did just get revoked.
Beginning to take it all back. I'm gonna give it a couple of years.
And people heard about it. Naming him as acting chairman and CEO now would look bad for the firm.
It won't work for a freak.
So Ken listened. Understanding that the firm's interest is bigger than his ambitions, he offers the job that he desperately wants to someone more qualified. He went to see Frank, a senior executive at the firm, to offer him the big job.
Terrific.
However, Frank refused to accept the offer. Why?
The fact is that you and I are sitting here today because this will be your last week of employment at this company.
Logan fired him and promoted Roman.
He just got fired for no good reason. Even with a deadline and limited options, his siblings went out of their way to offer the job to anyone else but Kendall.
I mean, I'm not looking for it, but I guess I'm already COO, so one more step.
It's not gonna be you. Tom.
Tom.
Carl.
You look great.
Ava? Jerry?
I don't love Jerry. But I don't hate Jerry.
So Jerry.
When in crisis, you turn to family.
You two under me?
Under you. Can we think about it?
Yeah, of course.
I thought about it. Fuck you.
It was not really an option for Kendall.
This is your wake-up call, pal.
turned to friends.
Show me the money.
No friend could help him at the moment.
Negative.
His siblings would rather have the company fail than to have him as CEO. So Kendall had to try a new approach. He had to create urgency. To paint a clearer picture for his siblings that the company is in trouble. Now, running out of time, Kendall surprised us. He seek help from an enemy.
You know what this is.
Knowing Lawrence hated him to the core, Kendall decides to use that fact. Being hated is unpleasant. It could affect you physically and mentally, but it can be an advantage. Kendall knowing what Lawrence will do if he threatens him.
Listen, I'm just calling to issue a reminder. You do what I say. Let others say what they want, but we stay dark. You get me? No reporting on what went down yesterday, the turmoil.
If he forces him not to publish a story about their family.
Well, I can do whatever I want because Volta and our satellite sites have editorial independence. It's set out in that piece of paper you said.
You know what that piece of paper is to me? Nothing. Simon says, Mum's the word.
Hey, let's put something together about the Roy family shit show.
He manipulates Lawrence using that angle.
Already? People are sending shit already?
It's from Lawrence Yee at Volta.
Call him and tell him that is not fucking appreciated.
End up on the front page. There's something awful about that.
Hey, have you seen this? Uncertainty, discord. That is not a good story.
Shit show at the factory?
Yeah.
And exposing.
Volta is running a story about how the company's in turmoil.
Don't we own him?
What Lawrence didn't understand at that time is that Kendall is playing him. Lawrence did exactly what Kendall wanted him to do. That's why Lawrence was surprised when Kendall said that Volta is a lifeboat.
Okay.
Within Waystar Royco, in a meeting full of people in the firm. After all the insults,
Daddy's boy.
the disobedience,
Daddy's boy.
and the lack of respect,
Daddy's boy.
Lawrence has shown Ken the past few days. Ken still managed to say a nice thing about Lawrence and Volta. Ken used Lawrence's anger towards him. Lawrence didn't even understand what was happening until Ken gave him that compliment.
Okay. 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 Okay.